Welcome back to G-Ball Vision, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today, I have a list of some of my favorite crossover knives in the entire game. Before we dive in, double check and make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I'd love to have you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps push the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. Let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. Love hearing from you and what you are carrying for the day. So in this video, we are talking about none other than off-grid knives. And what I mean by crossover knives is pocket knives that have the ability to fill more than one roll. And in the case of this video and this topic, we are talking about knives that fill the EDC everyday carry roll combined with a fantastic work knife, and this is all through user experience. These knives have all been carried and used heavily in a multitude of different situations. If any of these knives do look appetizing or you want to check them out, they do all have their own individual videos up on the channel, and I will have links down below to all the knives you will see here. Those links do help out the channel. If you choose to use them, that is entirely up to you. We're going to kick this list off with the Stinger EDC. This is the spear point version. They also have a drop point version as well. This is going to be one of their smaller knives. It's going to be in that mid-size category, but Off-Grid is known for making a full-size knife, but they do have some smaller options, just like the Stinger EDC here. We have a gray washed finish coming in 154 cm. Nice little flipper tab for deployment. Has a snappy detent and very nice, clean, buttery smooth closing action. We have lightly textured G10 handles here. We do have flow through construction with their updated minimal deep carry clip that is recessed and does have the ability to be carried left-handed, and it does sport a filler tab. We do have great access to that liner. Fantastic EDC knife right here in the Stinger. That blade shape will lend itself to doing a lot of things very well. Next up, we have the Off-Grid Knives Enforcer, and although this is one of their older knives, this is a fantastic value. These usually can be found around $60, and you're getting a black washed modified sheepsfoot blade. This is coming in 154 cm as well. We have a flipper tab for deployment, nice snappy detent, and really well done closing action, nice and controlled. We have overly textured, diamond textured, that's very deep on this G10, which is going to provide a lot of grip. If you're someone who needs their pocket knife to have the ability to be gripped very easily and not feel like you're going to slip on the handle, this is a fantastic option for the gloved or ungloved hand. We have their version 1 pocket clip here. It is still deep carry. It is still recessed. It's just a little bit longer of a clip, but still works very, very well. Also going to be reversible here. No filler tab on the older model, but the new models do have a filler tab and updated clip. We have a G10 backspacer there. Just a very solid dual user knife right here with the Enforcer. So we have had a spear point, we've had a sheep's foot. Now it's time to take a look at the Rhino version 2, and this is a drop point with a gray washed finish coming in 154 cm. You'll see that quite a bit throughout their knives. They use what they do well and what works well, and 154 cm is going to do a fantastic job in the EDC and work related worlds, and Off-Grid does a fantastic job with it. This is one of the best flipper tabs in the entire knife industry. The way that it is designed, curved and jimped, it just works so well, combined with really good tuning for that detent. It's just a great recipe. You can push button this knife so easily, light switch it, and then you can do the combo push button light switch with this knife, and you can thumb flick it out fairly easily. It does have a nice stout detent, but if you have good grip, you will be able to thumb flick this out as well. We have nice textured G10 handles, G10 backspacer, and everything is gray washed to match the blade, liners, all the hardware, and their pocket clip here. It is going to be reversible. Fantastic option right here with the Rhino version 2. And for anyone wondering, later this year or at some point from here to the end of the year, they're going to be releasing a lot of version 3s. They're going to have knives in Magna Cut coming out. They also have a premium line of knives as well as their affordable knives. They have a ton of different sizes, blade shapes, as we are showing here. This is a Tanto blade that has a nice lower tip, which means it's going to be great at a lot of things. A drop point is, but you have that secondary edge, which is going to be great for chiseling and that sort of thing. Also coming in 154 cm, also having that gray stonewash, and that finish holds up so well that they do. We have a nice flipper tab for deployment, great detent, and great closing action. Love this row of jimping here on the spine. And then we do have a fairly heavy texture on the Viper V2 here, but not quite as heavy as the Enforcer is. But the Viper V2 is probably my favorite affordable slash budget knife from Off-Grid. It's just so versatile. We have their new pocket clip here. If this had a full-length backspacer or close to a full-length backspacer, this would be just, it's one of my favorite knives of all time, but it would just add to one of my favorite knives of all time. It's a great size, great blade shape. We have good access to the liner, and then we have really smooth, clean closing action, and yet again, the detent is tuned perfectly. So if you like the Stinger EDC but wished it was bigger, well, sure enough, they have an XL size version of the Spear Point Stinger, and they also have, I believe, a drop point version of the XL as well. This has a gray washed Spear Point blade coming in 154 cm. It's basically just everything scaled up from the Stinger EDC size. As you can see here, they are both very good knives, and the Stinger EDC will fill out the hand, where the XL will fill out the hand but also give you a ton of room to move around on this handle. If you need more reach or if you like a larger knife, this is the one that I would choose just because I like the size, and you get everything else that the smaller one offers just in a much larger frame, and this is what I would prefer right here. If you have a little bit larger hands or you do have large hands, I wear an XL glove. I have plenty of room on this handle to maneuver around. If you have huge hands, this is definitely a great one to take a look at. Going to be a phenomenal crossover knife. So if you like what you're seeing but you wish they had a clip point style blade, well, look no further. We have the Cayman XL here. This has the all murdered out look. We have a black washed clip point blade, and these are coming in 14C 28N, which is a fantastic choice for the steel. But the great thing about this clip point is it's still going to be a very usable clip point. It comes out nice and fine. This is going to be great for piercing and slicing tasks. If you're doing a lot of cutting open, you know, you have to do that stab and slice, whether it's dirt, mulch, you know, that type of bag stuff, or you're opening pallets up, you know, that are sealed up, stuff like that. This is going to do very well. It's nice and thin, fantastic size, up there with that XL Stinger size. And that's one thing I've never checked before, is the comparison up against. So they are almost the same size. I would say the Cayman is a little bit bigger, not by a whole lot though, but that just shows you how large this knife really is. We have a geared backspacer combined with the gearing on the G10. This has a nice, fine, shallow jimping, and it's still going to provide a lot of control. We have their second version clip here, going to be deep carry and recessed, along with a filler tab for left-hand carry. Great access to that liner, and the action is utterly ridiculous on this knife. Nice snappy detent, and then a very buttery controlled closing action. Absolutely love this knife. It's a different looking machine, that is for sure. Now, like I said, they have a little bit of something for everyone. And this is the Scorpion V2 here. This is out of their premium line. This has a black washed drop point blade coming in M390. Now, I believe these are out of stock currently, but the new V3s, I believe, will be updated and will have Magna Cut, I believe. And if that's the case, oh my goodness, this knife is so good, so comfortable. It does everything so well, from EDC tasks to work-related tasks to just sitting down and enjoying the knife. It's so well done. It's titanium, carbon fiber for the inlays. It's done on both sides. We have their nice ultra deep carry clip. It will be reversible. Fantastic opening action and closing action. It's just buttery smooth. And I believe these are Bestech OEM'd instead of Taiwan, which is where a lot of their knives are made. Taiwan, not China, if that comes into play with your buying choices. But their knives are often made in Taiwan, but they do have some being made by Bestech. And then we have the Rapid Fire Viper version 2. Now, this is a assisted knife for the people who maybe are in law enforcement, EMS, military. This is a great option for people in that field, or if you just maybe have issues with the dexterity of your hand, you don't have much use of your hands and fingers, this is a great option. It is going to reliably deploy, and it kicks out and comes out a Helen. Now the difference with these are this is going to be their Cryo D2 finish instead of 154 cm. We still have that nice row of jimping, that nice low tanto blade. We do have the overly textured, honeycomb textured G10 handles, all blacked out hardware, blacked out deep carry clip, ultra deep carry, and it will be reversible. This is a fantastic hard use work knife, EDC knife right here, and they come in at a fantastic price point. If you want to see that compared to the regular original Viper, there you can see it is definitely brother and brother, but they do have some subtle differences, mainly that steel, but we have a little bit taller blade here, a little bit more texturing, and a little bit more curves in the rapid fire version. Both are going to do the job very well, but if you need that extra little kick, like a assisted knife, I can say that I believe these to be even better than the Kershaw assisted knives that are well done. Off-Grid does possibly the best assisted knife in the game, in my opinion. You guys will have to let me know what you think of Off-Grid knives. Love hearing from you guys. If you're looking for that true do nothing, do everything type of knife, that's going to be work related, EDC related. You just need the knife to get the job done. Off-Grid is going to be a fantastic choice, and you're not going to break the bank doing it. Remember, if something looks interesting, I will have individual links for all the knives down below, as well as other individual videos if you want a closer look of any of these knives. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. If If you're new here, we release content just like this every single day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell. I'd love to have you here. I'll put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out for me. Have yourself an awesome day. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I will catch you on the next one.